Hola, amigos. From the beautiful Alcoy around the pool area that we have in the beautiful mountains. Yes, we have a pool. There's a lot of people who has pools in the mountains because it helps you to store water for your garden and for other things, as well as the obvious to take a dip and cool off once in a while. So it's really nice. Today I want to talk about uniqueness because it's the most important one of the most important topics that I focus on. I do because it's been a problem for myself. Throughout my life, I've been comparing myself to other people, and I know it comes back to being brought up in a religious family, and that we are not anymore. I wouldn't consider my family religious anymore because we are very free-minded now, and but obviously when you've been indoctrinated in some kind of religious faith and don't get the chance to think for yourself, and get the idea that there's right or wrong, very black and white way of living, you begin to compare yourself to how other people live, and that if they don't live your way, they're wrong. And that's how I was brought up. I was probably a very cynical person, a lot of times in my life because not because I was a bad person, but because there was some mental stuff that I compared myself to other people with, that I was better or I was right because of the indoctrinated way of living or being brought up. But I met the world, I met the world differently when I started in school at 5 years old. I I met a lot of people who had never experienced religion, had never experienced that idea, and obviously my name has a lot to do with where I come from, because my name Gideon it's one of the first names you actually hear in the Bible. So so I started being very focused on being right or wrong, right, obviously, and be comparing myself to other people. And I think when I look back now throughout, especially the last 5 years, 6 years of personal development and 4.5 traveling, I can see that the main problem in society is not just myself and where I come from, but it's an idea that we have an idea that we should all be the same. And maybe it's not our individually that we believe that, because maybe we all know that we are different. But we are very subconscious, all of us, which means that we have a habitual way of thinking, have a habitual way of being, because we have 95% of our minds are subconscious, uh, pretty much 95 to 90%. Obviously, a lot of people have different opinions about that, but the majority of our mind is subconscious and habitual, which also means that we do not think for 90% of the time. And one of the reasons why I think that this happens in is going on is because of the media, the power structures, the school systems, the different institutions that wants you to be like they are, and that we should all learn the same, have a secure job, have a same opinions, learn the same, especially through the media. When you look at fashion, or when you look at the news, or if you just any media, there's so much brainwashing going on, and there's so many shoulds around in the world that we should We have an idea that we should live a certain way, we should be a certain way, we should talk a certain way, we should act a certain way, we should walk a certain way. Personally, I've dealt with that for I don't know how long, and it's a big problem because when you compare yourself to other people, you nail yourself to the floor. You really do. You completely forget about yourself when in the instant that you compare yourself to another person, you neglect yourself. And this is not the same as being inspired by somebody, because I've played basketball and I've been looking up to better players than me, as well as Michael Jordan. And we do that because you want to be like them, I guess. But there's a big difference in comparing yourself to somebody because you actually want to be them or be inspired by who they are, and implement what you like about them into your own life. It's two huge differences, and I think the worst one is the comparisons, and I think it happens all the time, and it happens so often because of the way that things are being indoctrinated with us, inside of us, through media, through all the different institutions, and it's a big problem. We need to be able to think for ourselves, because we are all different. We all go through life differently. And it's so obvious. It's not like it's like you're sitting there and listening to me now. So yeah, wow, that's new. No, it's not. It's very obvious. It's very obvious that we are all different. But why is it that we are comparing ourselves so often to other people, and a lot of people are living, by standards of the media and the majority of people. I think it's a mistake. You and while I know that there is a reason why everything is as the way it is, it's obvious because we are going onwards to more awareness and conscious awareness in this world, and that's just the way it is. But I believe that comparing yourself to other people is very problematic, and that's also why I'm in my book, Your Unique Journey: A Guide for Your Life, is why I write about uniqueness and why I believe that our journey in life is so important, because we are all unique, it makes us be able to learn a lot more from each other when we share who we are with an open mind and open heart. And that's why I also, with my project Your Unique Journey, sharing and growing together, is my goal is for people to be able to share who they are and be connected to other people who also believe the same things, and together we can grow together, and grow more and share, and that's just a really important point for me, and also for the world, I think, because I think we all want to be who we are, and I think that we are actually very sad and negative and unhappy when we are trying to compare ourselves with other people, because we obviously then are not ourselves and don't focus on ourselves. And I've had that problem, and I'm sure that many other people have that problem, and that's one of the things I want to help with, to create some awareness around. And in addition to that, to my book and to my project, the business I'm in, Empower Network, it literally helps you empower yourself to be who you are supposed to be, who you want to become. Because, and that's the great name of Empower Network, is that it helps you empower yourself, and empowers who you are with the skills that you have, the things that you love and enjoy, can be able to create a platform and foundation around what that is, and actually help you learn to expose who you are, what you do, and mix those beautiful things in with a business that makes you grow as a person as well. So it's quite a beautiful concept, and I'm really happy that with the things that I'm doing, because it has such a great synergy, and I believe it goes really well with what I believe in terms of uniqueness and so on. So that's obviously why I have chosen to commit myself to what I'm doing now, and and also why I'm really happy. You know, when you find things that you like to do and find things that is intrigues you and makes you be able to be creative every day. There's a lot of things that happens within you. Then you become more peaceful, become more satisfied, and become more happy and content. And I think that's just the way of life, when you are at that point. And I can't wait to what happens over the next few months. There's so many things that I have going, and I look forward to share so much of it with the world, because people need to, you need to follow me, because there's so many great things that will happen over the next few months. And I guess that it can be important for you to do following things. Sign up on my YouTube channel first of all, because then you'll every day you'll get information about what's happening. But also go to journey-navigator.com and sign up for my on my email list. That way you'll get information about your unique journey and other things once in a while. In addition to that, go to this link below and sign up. Go to my daily blog, check out my travels, check out my book reviews, and also when you go to that, click on the page around and subscribe to my list there as well, because I'm sending out emails every day about inspiration and information about Empower Network, and it will change your life, and you can do that with me. It has changed mine, and I'm becoming a better person every single day because of this. So this was a little bit about uniqueness and about what I believe. What is in that? There's a fly on the camera. And yeah, I hope I'll be in touch with you, and if I can help you live out your uniqueness somehow. You have just heard all the options that I have for you to be in touch with me. Journey-navigator.com. You can go to journeynavigator.empowernetwork.com. That's my daily blog. And you can also go to my other blog, Gideon's Unique Journey.com. So a lot of options. Sign up to my YouTube channel around here, and let's be in touch. And until then, may you be well and safe on your unique journey, because that's very important for all of us. Because we need to share who we are with each other, so we can all grow more every day and accept and understand our uniqueness. Be well.